Hi, this is Richard Murray with another session of Parking Lot Theology. I just got zapped. I've been sitting here listening to the soundtrack from The Prince of Egypt, which is an awesome soundtrack, whichever version. There's a country version, there's a pop version, there's the movie version, but all those songs are fantastic, and they're just soften the heart and tenderize the heart towards God. And, as I was sitting here meditating, because I've really been struggling with some things, things that, challenges at work and challenges on other, in relationships and things like that. And I was just meditating on Moses in front of the burning bush when he gets on his knees, he takes off his shoes, and he enters into the awe of the Lord. And the awe of the Lord is so important. And we're not talking about fear or dread. Some people may view it that way, but, actually the ancient rabbis always distinguished lower fear towards higher fear. They considered that lower fear was dread, and fear and, phobia, that sort of thing. Whereas higher fear was awe and reverence. And I always tell people that the first time I really felt like I saw awe was when I saw Elvis in concert, and I saw everyone in the concert in absolute awe of him, throwing him towels and things like that. They were in awe of the King. How much more so should we be in awe of the King of Kings? Well, anyhow, I got zapped listening to this soundtrack about how the awe of the Lord, as the scripture says, is the beginning of wisdom. The awe of the Lord is clean and enduring forever. And I realized that if I really want to put my problems, put some righteous chemotherapy on these problems and shrink the tumors that they've been causing, in my perception, then I need to elevate. I need to enlarge the awe of the Lord. I need to stay in the awe of the Lord and remain in it all the day long. And I was, so that's how I got zapped. And I think that the awe of the Lord is always available to us. And when we get a true picture, a true sensation, a true prompting, a true insight into the Lord's goodness, which are new, and His mercies are new every day, then He enlarges in our consciousness. He enlarges in our view. And the more He enlarges, the more everything else shrinks. So I just want to encourage you to get in the awe of the Lord. And you may think I'm nuts for saying this, but I can feel the awe of the Lord whenever I simply do this exercise. I will just stop and just think on Him, and then I will breathe in slowly. And when I breathe in slowly, I get a sensation all over both sides of my temples, where I just feel His presence. I'm not saying that that's automatically there for you, but it might be. But there may be some other little activity like that where you can feel the awe of the Lord. And I've had this for decades, and it's amazing that I don't do it all the day long, or at least several times throughout the day. And I have done that in the past. But I've realized that I've been spending more time agonizing over concerns than I have entering into the awe, taking my shoes off and getting in the awe of the Lord and letting Him minister to me. There's a scene in this Moses, Prince of Egypt, where when he's in front of the burning bush, the flames of the bush he's scared at first, but then he immediately just stops and lets the flames stroke him. And they're not burning his flesh or anything like that, but they're just stroking him, stroking his temple and embracing him. And then he softens, and then he's able to interact with the Lord. So anyhow, for whatever it's worth, I just got zapped. I may have known all this before, but when the Lord zaps you with a rhema about it, you just want to share it. So anyway, I hope it blesses you. Thanks.